And welcome to my channel. Today I've created this really grungy, smoky, cool toned eye which I'm absolutely obsessed with. I love the pop of glitter and I love it smoky on the outside. I'm usually a warm tone kind of girl, but I thought for today's look we'd change it up, so I really hope you enjoy. So to prime my face, I'm going in with Tarte's Quenched Hydrating Primer. I absolutely love this. If you watch my favourites video, then you'll have seen that it was my favourite primer of 2020. For foundation today, I'm going to be using Tarte's Face Tape Foundation. It's a really nice full coverage foundation and it glides on the skin really nicely. I'm applying it with my Peaches and Cream PC08 brush. It's a new brush that I've recently picked up, but I've been absolutely loving it. I prefer applying foundation with a brush rather than a beauty sponge personally, just because I think that it buffs in really nicely and it's also a lot quicker. For concealer today, I'm going to use Tarte's Shape Tape Concealer, as this is really full coverage and I want a really nice bright under eye. So I like to use my concealer as also a highlighter, which is why I've dotted it all around my face. So I like to focus on the high points of my face. So as you can see, underneath my eyes, on top of my forehead, down the centre of my nose and also my chin. Take your time with this step and buff it into your skin, and also use patting motions. This will just help the concealer to set itself and also last the longest. I'm going to use Rimmel's Insta Duo Contour Stick for a soft contour. I like to apply this before I do any bronzer, just to give it a little bit of something extra to stick to. I'm going to be contouring my nose, my forehead, my cheeks and my jawline. I'm going to blend my nose contour using the same brush as we used for concealer. And then to blend in my face contour, I'm going to be using the same brush as we used for foundation. I genuinely believe you don't need a million different face and eye brushes to complete a look. I'm all for using the same brush over and in different techniques. Blusher, I'm going to use the MUA Blushed Liquid Cream Blush. This is an absolute bargain. I'm sure it's only £2 or so on Beauty Bay and it gives a really nice colour to your cheeks. So I definitely recommend picking up a couple of these. I have a couple of different shades and I love them. I'm going to blend my blusher in using the same brush that we used for foundation and for cream contour, and I'm going to use it in patting motions. I like this product a lot because you can build it up so you can have it as strong as you like or as natural as you like. To set my under eye, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is a really nice finely milled powder that looks gorgeous underneath your eyes and also sets your makeup really well. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Hoola Caramel Bronzer, as it is a bronzer and a contour in one. I'm going to focus this in circular motions right underneath my cheekbone, and then I'm going to drag down the excess product closer towards my mouth. And I'm also just going to pop a little bit on my forehead just to give that finished look. My next product I'm going to use is the blusher called Peachy by Beauty Bay, and I'm just going to pop this over the top of where we applied the liquid blusher. I like to have my brows in that brushed up fluffy look, so I'm going to take the Benefit 24-hour brow setter and fluff them up. And then to add some definition to my brows, I'm going to create little hair-like strokes using the MAC Dip Down Pro Longwear Fluid line. And I'm just going to run my brush, which is an angled brush, through my brows, creating these little hair strokes. Take this really slow if it's your first time, and just build up your speed as you get used to it. For eyeshadow today, we're going to be taking the Me, Myself and Mitchell and Beauty Bay collab, and I'm going to take my first shade, which is Meh, and I'm going to apply this in my crease and slightly on the outer corner towards my lash line. Then, using a clean fluffy brush, I'm going to run it along 50% of where we've just placed down the product, and also 50% slightly above it, just to give us that gorgeous blend. Then I'm going to take this deeper brown shade called Monday, and I'm going to pop it in the same places we placed the first eyeshadow. This is to give the first eyeshadow some depth and so that it all blends together. The best way to build up the depth of your eyeshadow is to use patting motions and really take your time placing where you want the eyeshadow to be. I'm now just going to repeat the exact same steps but on the other eye. I'm going to go into the Beauty Bay Fiery Matte 9 Shadow Palette in the shade Nothing Else, and I'm going to apply this in the inner part of my eyes. I'm not wetting my brush or anything, this is just the pigmentation of that palette. I really like it, and I'm going to use this colour just to brighten up the look and also provide a base for the glitter we're going to pop down in a second. Now for the glitter, I'm going to use the Be Perfect Glamour Glitter Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Stars. These are my favourite glitter eyeshadows. If you saw my favourites video, then you'll already know, but I'm going to apply this where we've just popped down the Nothing Else shade. And then finally we're going to use shade Mafia from the Mitchell palette, the first palette that we used, and I'm going to apply this on the outer corner just to blend the glitter and the shadow together. I'm now just going to go back into the shade Meh, which is the first colour we put down, and I'm just going to make sure that that pigment is just as strong as it was. And then I'm going to create a smoky lash line using that Mafia shade, and I'm going to just run it along with a little brush. I don't want my bottom lash line to be too intense, so I'm just going to take that Mafia shade and run it through my waterline. If you wanted a more intense black smoke, then I would use a pencil liner. And then to smoke out the black, I'm going to use the shade Monday. The mascara I'm using at the minute is the Tarte Light Camera Lashes, which is a really nice everyday one. I wouldn't worry too much about what mascara you're wearing if you're going to apply lashes over the top, which I will be doing. For lashes, I'm going to take Urban Beauty's Faux Mink Lashes in the style Clio Lush. And now that I've applied them, I'm going in with my MAC Prep and Prime spray to spritz together my makeup and let all the powder set. And now onto lip liner. I'm going in with the Peaches and Cream Hotline lip liner. This is so creamy, it goes on so smooth, and they're really, really affordable, so I really recommend checking them out. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use my MAC Shy Girl lipstick, and I'm going to run this along my lips so that it smudges the lip liner into the lipstick. So that is the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you on my next one.